because you are the leaders of the society. Whatever you say is accepted by the society at large. And whatever I say, if you are convinced, it gets amplified. So your support is immense. And when I have come here to Palakkad, which is the gateway of Kerala, I also understand that Kerala is a land of social leaders and Kerala is known for social consciousness. And we all remember Adi Shankaracharya when I talk about Kerala, God's country. People are hardworking here with their politeness, and their contribution is something which is immense. So I salute the people of Kerala and respect the people of Kerala for the hard work they have done. And there is much to learn from you also, because as you have been the leaders in your own respective fields, there is a lot to learn from you also. And Kerala has been a leader on many fronts. I must congratulate the people of Kerala because in politics and as an entry of the political party, we were a little late because the Congress had its roots earlier, much before us. The Communists also came much before us. And our ideology came a little later. But I am happy to share with you that in Lok Sabha Palakkad, the vote share in 2014 was 15%. In 2019 it was 21.3%. And in 2024 it was 24.3%. So it gives me a ray of hope that in coming times in 2029 or before that in 2026 and before that the by-elections. So the support from your side will be always with us. That is, I hope. We also know how Shri, the metro man, had fought and you had given him the support, and the support was to the tune of 35%. So slowly and steadily, the support for Bharatiya Janata Party is gaining ground in Kerala as well as in Palakkad also. We are happy to share, and because of your contribution, for the first time in 2015, the municipal corporation of Palakkad was won by Bharatiya Janata Party. And in 2022, out of 2020, out of 52 seats, 28 seats were won by Bharatiya Janata Party. So I really thank all of you for giving this support to the Lotus, to Bharatiya Janata Party. And it gives a clear indication that slowly, because of your support, Bharatiya Janata Party is gaining ground in Kerala as well as in Palakkad. This time we were able, for the first time, we were able to see a score from Kerala in the Lok Sabha, the representation of Bharatiya Janata Party in Lok Sabha. Friends, I would also like to share with you that since 2014, it is not only a change of the government, it is not only a change of a leader, it is not only a change of a party, it is a change in the culture of politics. When I say so, I firmly believe, because if you look at the people who were at the helm of affairs for a long time in the center and in states also, what type of ideology did they propagate? They propagated casteism, they propagated regionalism, they were of the opinion, or they advocated for dynastic rules, for family rules, and they were always the supporter of appeasement, politics of appeasement. This is how they used to manage votes. The vote bank politics came into existence because of Congress party. and later on it was used as a weapon by the CPM and the Communist Party and the left front. But after coming of the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the culture of the polity changed. The culture of politics changed. And what was that culture? It was the culture of development. The politics of development. The politics of report card. The politics of pro-responsive, proactive, accountable. All this came into existence after Prime Minister Modi took over. There were no political party. They used to come with manifesto, but they never used to come out with a report card. What did they do? What did they do? No. And the people also forgot about it. It was only after Prime Minister Modi took over that the politics of accountability, politics of report card came into existence, and we said that we are accountable to the people of the country, and so we have to answer. We also said P2G2, pro people, good governance. So we try to give a good governance. Wherever we are in the governance, we have tried to see to it that it should be transparent, it should be pro people, it should involve people, and it should see that the basic principles of good governance, that is Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Prayas, Sabka Vishwas, all inclusive growth we have talked about, and we have been working on that. We believed in reform, perform, and transform. We need transformation, but for that you need reformation. And you have to perform, and that is how you bring transformation, and so we have gone in that direction. We can also say that we believe and we have been working with zero corruption tolerance. And so we have been very hard on the corruption and on the issue of corruption. That also I would like to share with you. In the third term, when Prime Minister Modi takes over, it is the time when we say that we have to make India Atmanirbhar and we have to make India Viksit Bharat, that is developed India. And for that, the Prime Minister, under the dynamic leadership of Prime Minister, I must assure you that the goals are set and we are also set on that direction. And all parameters have been set accordingly that in 2047 we have to make India a developed nation and we have to go forward. And if I talk about the indications, if I talk about the inclinations, I would like to share with you that when the world is facing inflation, when the world is facing low growth, when the world is facing war and a regime change, India is stable. And at the same time, the inflation is under control. And at the same time, the GDP is also at its best. That is what I would like to share. If you talk about America, if you talk about Russia, if you talk about European countries, if you talk about Australia, if you talk about Japan, if you talk about China, the growth rate, somewhere it is 3, it is 2, it is 1, it is 2.5, and India is very, very steady at 7.8, 8.7 in the last. But मैं बताऊं क्या? What should I say? These Congress leaders, brother and sister, how much they know about economy, I don't understand. But when I give the figures, they have got nothing to answer. During your regime, the inflation was in double digits. During your regime, the growth rate was -5, was less than 5. And you talk about economy, you talk about stability. This is the situation which we are facing. If I talk about we have focused on the domestic investments, and we all know that now India has taken a long jump from 11th largest economy to 5th largest economy. It's a big leap, 5th largest economy. And in the third term of Modi, India is going to become the third largest economy. These are the parameters which tells about it. अब मुझे अक्लमंद आदमियों का अकल बंद होता है, ये मुझे मालूम नहीं था कि जिनको ये नहीं मालूम कि जब ग्रोथ रेट है, जब इन्फ्लेशन अंडर कंट्रोल है, जब हम डेवलपमेंट की ओर आगे बढ़ रहे हैं, ऑल पैरामीटर्स आर देयर, naturally employment is going to generate. I have come here, I have been visiting Kerala for the last 10-15 years regularly. I know how small road it used to have, and used to say this is national highway. This is national highway. Which type of national highway do you have? Now, do you find a difference in Kerala or not? Don't you say 4 lanes? Don't you see 4 lanes? Don't you see development? Who has made these roads? Who has constructed these roads? The money has gone in whose pocket? Development takes place when you talk about big infrastructure development. And during Corona regime, when all countries were doling out, it was Prime Minister Modi said that I will give a package which will enhance infrastructure, which will see to it that Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Ann Yojana ensures that nobody should be hungry, and it will also see to it that our farmers get the best, and it will also see to it that the MSME sector will be also get the best. So we have to boost the economy. So now, what is the situation of America? What is the situation of European countries? And what is the situation of India? It is now, when I talk about all this, I would like to share with you that the electronics manufacturing has increased from 1.8 lakh crore to 8 lakh crores. If I talk about defense exports, we used to import defense items. Now we are exporting to the tune of 21,000 crores. If I talk about steel manufacturing, we were 4th manufacturing hub. Now we are the 2nd largest manufacturing hub in steel. If I talk about toy export, हमारे गणेश जी भी चाइना से आते थे, गणपति भगवान भी चाइना से आते थे during Deepavali, and all those lightings and all those used to come from China. Now in toy export we are the increase is 3 times increase has taken place. Of course, I am the health minister and the pharmaceutical minister. I am proud to say that the pharmaceutical industry, India's export has increased by 138%. We are the pharmacy of the world. The cheapest, the affordable, and the most effective medicines are being produced in India. Because of India, we have been able to control and stabilize HIV patients and give them a new life. It is because of the Indian pharmaceutical manufacturers that we have to understand. This is the contribution which India is giving. If I talk about mobile, 97% of mobiles were imported, 10 years back. And now 92% of mobiles are being manufactured here in India. Even Apple, the India's operation, the transaction has been to the tune of 2 lakh crore rupees. हम कहाँ से खरीदते थे mobile? Made in Taiwan, made in Indonesia, made in Japan, made in China, made in China. Now you take out your mobile and see it is written made in India. This is the difference. But मैं क्या बताऊँ? You can bring horse near the water, but you can't force him to drink. So I can't help my Congress people and my leftist people who always see negative things. They never see positive things. I can give them eyesight, but I can't give them vision. Vision तो अंदर से आता है. अब है नहीं तो मैं क्या करूँ? You will be happy to note that the World Bank says that the 25 crore people of India are now, who were below poverty line, are now above poverty line. This is the difference which has taken place. And the extreme poverty, the IMF, I am not saying, the International Monetary Fund says that less than extreme poverty in India is less than 1%. Now you understand what type of development is taking place. In real estate, The investment trust market says in Asia Pacific we are the fastest. If I talk about the foreign exchange reserves, it is all-time high, 681 billion US dollars. If I talk about the revolution in the financial technology sector, today we are the leaders. If I talk about the fintech, the 2.5 lakh crore has been invested in fintech space, and the fintech startups have grown to the tune of 500%. These are the parameters on which we say that India is developing very fast. Prime Minister Modi believed in JAM, Jan-Dhan, Aadhaar and mobile. You will be happy to know, people used to say, 10 years when Modi ji introduced this JAM, Congress ने क्या बोला? India तो अनपढ़ है, India is uneducated, illiterate. Who will use this digitalization? Who will use digital tools? How it will work out? क्या चलेगा? यहाँ तो इंटरनेट नहीं चलता है. What Modi is thinking is not possible. All this was said or not? It was said now. People said that these Congress people had said at that point of time. Now, even if you go to a countryside and a grocery shop, he is going to say, use my QR card, and he is going to have a digital payment. This is the situation. And world's digital payment, 40% the contribution is of India. This is, जिसको आप illiterate बोलते थे, वो आज डिजिटल की दुनिया में कहाँ पहुँच गया है, that we have to understand. And broadband users, 6 crore broadband users. Now the users are 94 crores. 94 crores are broadband. The banks were nationalized in 1971. They said that it is for the poor. But the bank account holders were little more than 3 crores. Now the bank account holders are 53 crores. 53 crores. And that is how we talk about the speed, scale, skill, and this is how we are working. As far as the national highway is concerned, the increase is 60%. And you must have witnessed here also in Kerala how national highways are being constructed. Now the very mega project north to south Kerala, that is also being worked out, and it has started. The construction is going on. The same way, we had only 74 airports. Now we have got 148 airports. So how the aviation industry is also growing, that we have to understand. We had only 7 to 8 All Indians of Medical Sciences. Now we have got 22 All Indians of Medical Sciences. We have got now 7 new Indian Institute of Technology. Practically every 1 year we have got 1 new IIT and 1 new IIM. And the 320 universities have been made. If I talk about the new education policy, after 4 decades the education policy came, after 4 decades. And it is affordable, it gives equal opportunity to all, it is acceptable by all, it is a flexible system, and it analyzes and examines the analytical curve and the application of mind. And the most important thing is that now the medium of education has been converted into mother language, that we have to understand. I could understand a little bit when an introduction was being given about me as the health minister, and they were talking about NEET, National Eligibility Entrance Examination. When I was introducing NEET, they were saying, you will be happy to know that more than 13 languages examination is taking place on all India basis. And now, doctors are not only coming from public schools, but doctors from municipal schools, from government schools, they are becoming doctors, they are entering into medical examination, and they are becoming medical doctors, that we have to understand. So these are the changes, how changes take place. And I would like to say that for the first time, we could could see a government which was pro-poor, pro-people and pro-industry. And we removed more than, Prime Minister Modi removed more than 32,000 compliances which which were made mandatory, and they were removed. So that the same way GST tax reforms, that was also brought. I have been a public worker, I have been in the field for a long time. हमको लोग बोलते हैं GST से क्या फर्क पड़ा? GST से क्या फर्क पड़ा? I think you understand Hindi also. What difference did they make? I said, do you remember that on National Highway, a line of trucks used to be there, bilti leker ke, and they used to waste hours and hours and hours only to pay taxes? Only to pay taxes. It was a loss of manpower, it was a loss of diesel, it was loss of time. And now, you start from Palakkad and put your brakes in Mumbai, non-stop, no taxation, no nothing. This is the difference. The distance which you used to cover in, say, 18 hours, you are covering in 12 hours. This is the difference it is making to the economy, that we have to understand. If I talk about the third term of Prime Minister Modi, I would like to share with you that the new unified pension scheme has been launched, which gives you assured money and retirement. The same way, the urban housing and the rural housing, we have promised 3 crores on the very first cabinet. We decided that 3 crore more additional houses will be made, and it is Prime Minister Modi's vision that nobody will stay or reside in a kacha ghar. He will remain in a pakka ghar, which will have a letter of its for the residential purposes. That is how we are working. If I talk about the Kisan Samman Nidhi, Congress party, what they used to do before elections, we are going to do away with the loans of the Kisan. What was the expenditure? 57,000 crores. Now Prime Minister Modi is giving to 11 crore 78 lakh farmers every 4 months. After every 4 months, he is getting 2,000 rupees, and we are giving 20,000 crores in each installment. 17 installments have been given, and 3.8 lakh crore has been disbursed to the Indian farmers. This is the change. This is the situation which we have to understand. As I talked about the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Ann Yojana, 25 crore people are now have come to the above poverty line. This is the change which has been brought. If I talk about Awas Yojana, 4 crore houses have been made and 2 lakh houses have been made here in Kerala. If I talk about the Swachh Bharat, 11 crore toilets have been made, 2.5 lakh toilets have been made in Kerala, and 18,500 toilets have been constructed in Palakkad district. That we have to understand. This is how the trickling effect comes to your district, that we have to understand. If I talk about Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana, 10 crore gas connections have been given, 3.5 lakh gas connections have been given to Kerala, and 10,000 gas connections have been given in Palakkad. That we have to understand. I am very proud to say about Ayushman Bharat. When I used to go in international conferences, they used to say universal health coverage, universal health coverage. And I used to think whether we will be able to give this universal health coverage ever. But we will be happy to note that under the dynamic leadership of Prime Minister Modi, in his first tenure, the world's largest health coverage program, and that world's largest health coverage program is 12 crore 78 lakh families, which amounts to 55 crore people, are getting 5 lakh annual health coverage that we have to understand, which is the largest health coverage program. And out of this 12 crore 78 lakh families, 28 lakh families are from Kerala. Jal Jeevan Mission, 11.8 crore water connections have been given, 21 lakh water connections have been given in Kerala, and 1.3 lakh water connections have been given in Jal Jeevan Mission in Palakkad district that we have. As I said about Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi, 11 crore 78 lakh Kisan, the farmers have got. 20.33 lakh are from Kerala and 1.1 lakh farmers of Palakkad districts are getting 2,000 rupees every 4th month from Prime Minister Modi's Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi. That is how the Kisans are being supported. As I talk about, there is always an issue, a narrative is being said, and I would also like to share this with the media. Narrative is being said. Oh, Kerala ko kya mila? Kerala ko kya mila? What Kerala got? I would like to share it. The tax devolution of Kerala has increased 3 times. In 2014, it was now from 2014 to 2024, it is 1.5 lakh crores. And the grant in aid in 2014 was 25,629 crores, and 2024 it is 1,40,000 lakh crores. This is the change has come. If I talk about smart city, yes, Kochi got it, Thiruvananthapuram got it, and now you got the industrial corridor, the industrial smart city. Vande Bharat train, you have got 2 Vande Bharat trains which are operating. National highway has been constructed, road construction has been 1,020 kilometers in Kerala itself, 1,020 kilometers. And the Kuthiran tunnel, one lane has started, has been commissioned, which has reduced drastically the connectivity to Karnataka and to Tamil Nadu also. So, it is one section of the Kuthiran has been operational, and if I talk about the Kochi metro, that also has been inaugurated. The international ship repair facility in Kochi, that is also a big gift from Prime Minister Modi to see to it. And the 25% of the ship repair will take place in Kerala itself, in Kochi, that we have to understand. So, a lot of development has taken place. If I talk about the Mumbai-Kanyakumari corridor, linking Palakkad directly to Kasaragod, to Thalassery, to Takannur, to Kozhikode, to Ernakulam, to Kochi, to Alappuzha, to Kollam, to Thiruvananthapuram. So these are these signs of development which is taking place. When I talk about industrial corridor, when I talk about national highway, when I talk about infrastructure, when I talk about airports, when I talk about international airports, it means connectivity. And when I say connectivity, it means boost to the economy. That we have to understand. The same way, the mega food park has been inaugurated in Palakkad district. IIT has been given to Palakkad and the foundation stone, and the main campus has been inaugurated. The transit campus, Neela campus, has been inaugurated. These are the development points which I wanted to share with you. So, the Modiji's agenda of development is not in isolation, is not only in words, it is in deeds, it is in action, and that we can see even in our God's own country, Kerala, that we are seeing. But when I talk about the LDF and the UDF, both have destroyed the culture of Kerala. Both have destroyed. And both are 2 sides of the same coin. हमारे हिंदी में बोलते हैं एक ही थाली के चट्टे बट्टे. There are 2 sides of the same coin. Which the Kerala, which was known for peace, Kerala, which was known for development, Kerala, which is known for education, now Kerala is becoming a land of violence. Kerala is becoming a land of corruption. The political leaders have lost their moral validity. All are under the shade of corruption. And corruption to the tune of multi-crore scams, land scam, loan scam. If I talk about the cooperative scams, the misappropriation in Karuvannur Bank, misappropriation to the tune of 300 crores. If I talk about the Malyapura Service Cooperative Bank, the loss is about 83 crores. The same way, if I talk about gold smuggling, Now CM's office, close aides are involved. Few stayed for few months in jail. No shame. No shame. Chief Minister का office है क्या? Right and left in jail. Chief Minister outside. You can understand the heat of this gold scam reaches the office of Chief Minister. Which type of, what moral right do you have to rule the state? What moral right do you have? This has become the situation. And if I talk about the Communist Party and the Communist Party, Delhi mein dosti, Kerala mein Noora kushti. Here you keep fighting each other. And Delhi, you are hand in hand. I saw a photograph with Sitaram Yechuri and Rahul Gandhi together. One side D. Raja, one side Sitaram Yechuri. And here, issue. Fighting, going on. Mock fighting. You see, both these parties, both these alliances, this is actually ideological bankruptcy. They have reached the stage of ideological bankruptcy. They are together only for power, nothing else. सत्ता के सिवाय कुछ दिखता नहीं और सत्ता के बिना रहने की आदत नहीं. They can't remain without power. That is their problem. Now, why the delay in the justice to the Hema Committee report? What is stopping them? The Hema report. What stops you? What is haunting you? Because you are part and parcel of that. Something you want to hide. Because your people are involved. And here I would like to say that on all these fronts, when I say Modi government is a transparent government, and here also, time is not far, because with your support, lotus is going to blossom here also, that we have to do. And we have to work. I am very sorry to say that in Hema Committee report, very specifically it is said that the Communist Party leaders are involved. The Chief Minister should come out in black and white. The Chief Minister should come. What really happened? And if I talk, you see, whatever happened in Vayana, the calamity which took place, we all say it was very tragic, very tragic. Prime Minister Modi himself came. He visited the whole area. He visited also, he went to every area. He consoled them. All support were given. But I would like to ask, when we were there, that were you not informed well in time? Was NDRF team not here well in time? What made you? Your carelessness is also one of the reasons. You have to understand all this. When you rule, when we say people have to, who are governors, they have to be proactive. If I get a case of monkeypox, the next morning I go for a review. What's going on? If I get any case of Zika virus, I am there to come and see. If I get any case of Nipah virus, I am here in Kerala talking to your health minister at that point of time. But here, the signals from the meteorological department was there well in time. But the responses were slow and the timely response did not come. That we have to understand. And that was spoken by the Home Minister in the Lok Sabha and in the Rajya Sabha. The tragedy took place. We are very sorry and we all feel bad about it. But at the same time, we have to understand all this. What was going on here in the governance, that we have to understand. Friends, not taking much of your time, I'd only like to share with you that we, coming from Bharatiya Janata Party, is a responsible political party who wants, under the dynamic leadership of Prime Minister Modi, we wish to change the destiny of India. We want to see to it that it should be a developed nation. And with all your support, we will be able to do it. And I am hope, I do not only hope, I am confident that in 2026 you will certainly send your member of Legislative Assembly from Palakkad, from Bharatiya Janata Party. Thank you very much.